if you can hear me okay. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to show you some of the flooding here in the area. As you can see here in the background, I'm going to flip the camera around. Well, I don't know if I can do it here. I do that on Facebook. I don't know if it'll allow me here, but I'm going to walk you up a little bit closer so you can see the water. And this is actually 59, Highway 59. It will soon be Interstate 69, and it has been closed. They actually just opened it back up, and so there's not that much traffic running through yet. But there's still, as you can see in the background, I'll give you a closer up of it. There is an actual 18-wheeler that it was completely underwater, but some of the water has gone down, so you can actually see the hood of the truck. Earlier you couldn't even see the roof of the 18-wheeler down here. I'll show you here in a moment. I'll walk up there. But that's what we're going to do on this TikTok live. I'm going to show you some of the flooding, local flooding here where I am in Texas. I hope y'all enjoy this. It's a little scary to see all this water, the flooding in the area. But I hope y'all enjoy this. I had posted some footage earlier on Facebook. My mom lives just right not far from here. Actually behind this truck where this water is very high at. And I will show y'all that. Give me 1 second here to flip this around. Get this here. Let me lay this down too. So when I walk over here, firstly I gotta watch my step over here by this bridge, and you can see the water here. Let me flip the camera around here to find how I can flip it around. That is. Okay, that's much better. And so you can see here, and it is very high up already to this bridge here and overflowing. And so, and this is out into the woods here. We can't zoom in. So, and it's getting dark, so walk down this way with y'all. You can hear the water and see. This is just like I say, it's here on 59, Highway 59. I'm gonna jot down here real quick with y'all. And you can see how high the water was where it had pushed the grass down. So you can see how much the water has actually gone down. And again, this is just an inkling of how high it was. You can see how much it's actually gone down already compared to how high up it was where it hits, because they actually had both sides of 59 shut down due to the flooding. So neither side of 59 was crossable. And this here is what has occurred, is this big truck actually attempted to cross the water while it was flowing across, and you see it failed. The water current actually washed this truck off the road, off of the highway, and here is where it ended up, in this ditch, my tribe. So remember that. That's why they tell you turn around, don't drown. I don't know if this person made it out. I would think they did. They probably crawled on top of their truck. But you see the force of the water. Okay, for instance, we don't even know if this truck was loaded. So it could have had the weight of the load and the truck, and it stood no chance. It stood no chance against the water, y'all. Do you see that? And so this truck was actually traveling like this one on this freeway here in this lane where I'm standing, and it tried to cross the water. This truck driver apparently thought that the weight of his truck and his trailer would be enough to pass the current of this water. And you see the current of this water now. So imagine that, people. That big truck got literally swooped off the highway and into the ditch here. So this just goes to show the power and the force of the water and flooding, and how dangerous it is, and the severity of the situation when this occurs. So this is why they put those warnings out. So please heed the warnings, because it's very, very serious. Your life can depend on it. Literally, your life can depend on it. And we see here where the road, part of the highway, is washed out. And again, this water gave no ucks. It gave no ucks, and still is flowing good. His power is still on. You see his lights are flickering on the vehicle. I don't know when this occurred, what time this occurred during the night. Possibly. That's another thing that can be very dangerous as well. It's because we can't always see when we're driving on the roads in these conditions. So again, pull over, get to a safe place, and just don't risk it. Don't risk it, because it's not worth it. In a split second, your life can be taken. So proceed with caution when traveling in flooding areas. And you can see the results of trying to cross. Don't try to cross the water in the road. Although it looks like it might not be so high, it may even appear that it doesn't have that strong of a current. I'm sure that's probably what this person was thinking when they tried to cross it as well. And it did not go so well. They did not fare so well, my tribe. So again, please keep this in mind. If you live in areas currently where it's flooding here in Texas, or if you may be traveling through areas that are flooding, always keep in mind those cautions and those warnings are put out for our safety, my tribe. So it's a very serious situation when it comes to these floods and these high waters. And we experience this a lot here in Texas. If you've watched some of my other posts, is what occurs here is we have these floods going on, the rain and the water and the heavy storms, and then they travel up further north across the United States. And then the water proceeds to also, I don't know if you can see back in the woods there how strong the current is just in the woods there. If it wasn't getting dark, I would take a little more footage. I may come back and try later tomorrow in the daylight to get some more close-up footage. But in these areas, when these floods occur, we get double flooding and triple flooding here, because after, for instance, this rain stops and these storms stop, we also then receive the water from further up north from the United States, because we're further down south here. And so our rivers that are already flooded and full of water, then receive all the water from up north. And so it's a very dangerous situation. And so again, safety first, my tribe. If you're new to the area, you're not familiar with these occurrences, heed these warnings because they are detrimental things that can happen if you do not want to risk your life or others or put anyone in danger or in harm. I'll show you one more time the current and the power of the water. And I hope you enjoyed this TikTok live. I'll do something different each time. I'm just sharing this here because this is actually what's currently going on in my area. I generally don't storm chase or post negative. I try to stay as positive as possible, but I find this very interesting, and I hope you do as well. I hope you enjoyed this little live here, and I will share more with you later, and I will keep you updated on this situation here in Texas. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope you've had a wonderful day. Much eternal love, many eternal blessings.